Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today's Twisty Flow. We're just going to start this one in child's pose at the back of the mat. So let's go ahead and meet there. If you want to take extended or wide-legged, go ahead. But otherwise, we're just going to come into a kneeling, send the hips back, and then walk the hands back towards the feet. Coming into your little cocoon of self-love here. Tapping into the breath. Forgetting about all of the other things going on. And just bringing your focus to the present moment. Feeling that belly touching the thighs on the inhales. Noticing it pulling away on the exhales. We'll just take a few more rounds of breath together here to ground us. On your next inhale, we'll rise up into our seated, kneeling position. Go ahead and take that right hand beside of you, left arm up and overhead. Stretch through that left side body, root down through that left hip. And we're going to swing these left fingers forward to come over towards the left side. Right comes up and over. So now we're stretching through the right side body, rooting through the right hip. And just like dancing camel, we're going to bring this right hand back in front and around, and that left sweeps up and overhead. Little dancing side bends. And again, left sweeps around, right sweeps up. And we'll do both sides one more time. So right comes over, left sweeps up. And left comes around, right sweeps up. And we rise back up. We're going to take our twist, of course. So left hand, right knee, right hand behind us. Breathe into that belly here, allowing the inhales to lengthen, the exhales to take us deeper into our twist. One more round of breath here. And release. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind us. 3 breaths. Staying connected with that breath. Beautiful. Go ahead and walk forward, coming into our all fours position. We'll just start with some barrel rolls here. So dropping the chest down to the left, rolling over to the right, and then rounding through the spine, and then moving over to the left. So we'll do this a couple times going one way. And then we'll reverse the circle. So we're dropping over to the right, rolling to the left, and then rounding. So we'll do a few going this way. Very nice. Let's just go ahead and take a wrist warm up, rocking forwards and backwards here. Could even take circles if that feels better on your hands and wrists. Just making sure we're actively gripping through the fingers here, strengthening the hands and the wrist. Now let's take our rock side to side. Continuing to be connected to the breath. And let's point the fingers towards the outer edges of the mat and take that rock left to right. And let's see how it feels to go forwards and backwards here. It should feel nice. Should not be any shooting, stabbing, or sharp pains anywhere here. Beautiful. Now we're going to place the fingertips palm side down, and we're going to take the fingertips pointing towards us. If you'd like to, you can tuck those toes and rock forwards and backwards. Otherwise, if just pointing them like that is enough, just stay there and breathe. This always feels so lovely for me. I type at a desk most of the day, so yes, this is a wonderful stretch. If you do a lot with your hands in general, this will feel tight, but that means that we need to stretch them out. Beautiful. We're going to slowly walk back, sitting on those tucked toes. Take those wrist circles. Or you can shake it out, whichever feels better for you here. Loosening that wrist back up, saying, hey there, how you doing? Beautiful. Coming back forward. We're going to thread the needle here. So right hand sweeps up and thread it through the left side, making sure your spine is straight here. Now, this left hand can do a lot of things, but I'm going to have it overhead today. A little more of a twisty position, but in line. Breathing. We'll take one more round of breath here. And slowly left hand plants, and we'll send that right hand back up. Twinkle those fingers and release. Very nice. Left hand sweeps up. Reach, and thread through the right side. Same things over here. So we're taking this right hand up and above our head. Coming back to that breath. And we'll take one more round here. And right hand plants. And that left hand sweeps back up. Twinkle those fingers. And release. Very nice. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward, tucking the toes under, coming in through a plank. We're going to take the gaze forward. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. First down dog, so go ahead and take some time here, intentionally moving the way that it feels good for you. Noticing the sensations that arise here. Go ahead and come up onto those tiptoes, trying to get that belly to touch the thighs. And we're going to hop forward, or you can walk. Choice is yours. Coming in forward fold here. Inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way up to standing. Arms sweep up and overhead. Exhale them down through heart center. Marvelous. Go ahead and heel toe those feet together. Inhale those arms up. Sit back chair. Coming back to the breath here. Maybe sinking a little lower. One more round of breath. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. You can take those feet back hip width apart. Left hand comes in front of the feet, and we're going to sweep that right hand up. You can bend through that left knee. Right replaces left. Left sweeps up. Right knee bends. And release. Plant the hands. Step the feet back into our plank position. Lower down the knees and then the chest and the chin. Roll through into our cobra. And we're all going to meet downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal the feet out a couple of times, noticing how it feels different compared to the first. On your next inhale, that right leg's going to sweep up, three-legged dog. Roll it forward and step it in between the hands. We're going to go ahead and rise up here, high lunge, arms up and overhead. Open up that twist to the right. Right hand drops, left hand sweeps up. We're going to hook this left elbow to this right knee. Hands at prayer, trying to get towards heart center. Gaze is up. Big step up. Revolve, twisted chair here. Continuing to breathe. Shift that weight back to that right foot. Big step back to that twisted high lunge here. Breathing and coming back. Arms up, high lunge. Open up, warrior two. Arms are parallel here. You got this. We're going to come down left side Skandasana, hands at heart center. I've had a couple people question Skandasana. If this is where we are, this is where we are. You do not have to drop all the way down. We want this left foot to be on the mat, wherever you are. And we're going to pop back up, warrior two. Take extended side angle, so right elbow, right knee, left up and overhead. You can bring it down to the mat or a block if you'd like. Breathing and pivoting on that back foot, hands plant, runner's lunge action, left hand's beside right foot. Go and take that right arm up. And let's pivot on those feet. Revolve Skandasana, right arm reaches towards the back. And coming back around, framing the foot, stepping it back. Down dog. Roll forward plank. Look forward. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga up dog. Choice is yours. We'll all meet back. Down dog. Next inhale, left leg sweeps up. Three-leg dog. Roll forward, step it in between the hands. And inhale brings us up. High lunge. Open up that twist to the left. Left hand drops, right hand sweeps up and overhead. Smiles on your faces. Right elbow is going to hook left knee. Hands to heart center. Gaze is up. I am sweaty. We're going to step up to that twisted chair again. Breathing. Shift the weight back into that left foot. Big step back. And we'll come back into our high lunge here. Pivoting on that back foot, opening up, warrior two. Let's come around Skandasana over here. Right side. Back up, warrior two. Taking that extended side angle here, reaching with that right arm. Staying connected with the breath. Pivoting on that back foot, hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Right hand's planted beside left foot, left arm sweeps up. Revolve that Skandasana here. Left hand reaches towards back. And pivoting around, framing the foot, stepping back. Let's take a vinyasa, your choice. We'll all meet, downward facing dog. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Right hand comes left thigh or calf or ankle. Release. Left hand comes to right calf, thigh, or ankle. Beautiful. Release. Come forward onto the knees. Send the hips back. And we're going to bring that right leg in front of, our left leg's going to go out long. This right foot, we're going to grab hold of this thigh or the calf, the ankle, or you could take your peace fingers around the big toe. Choice is yours, okay? Once you find whichever way you're going to have this leg lifted up, right hand up and overhead. So we're twisting towards the right while pulling on this right leg. We will take one more round of breath here. Beautiful. Bring this right foot to the outer left leg here, or we can just cross it over. It's going to be easier. Big, nice and tall. We're going to twist to the left first. Just breathe. Then we're going to come back around and hinge at the hips to come into a little half Padimottanasana here. One more round of breath. Slowly walk up, and we're reversing it. So this right leg's going to go out long. We're going to catch this left leg. So kind of whatever you did on the other side, we'll do on this side. And then left hand up and overhead. Beautiful. It's probably going to pull on that outer IT band. It's kind of what we're going for. The twist really get into our nervous system, and it just allows us some different types of releases. Beautiful. Go ahead and take this left leg over the right. Nice twist to that right side. And back around to hinge from the hips to fold forward. Tapping back into the breath. Beautiful. Walking those hands up. I'm going to hug the knees in here. And allow the forehead to come towards the knees, stretching through that back. Beautiful job. We're going to rock and roll to our backs. So just give that back a nice little massage here. And then we'll land here and we'll take our arms into a T, hugging the knees in. And we'll allow the legs to drop over towards the left. Gaze goes towards that right hand. If you want, you can take that right hand to that knee. You could also extend that right leg and catch that foot if you want to go even deeper. Coming back to the breath here. Slowly we come back to center. Arms back in that T. Allow the legs to drop over towards the right. Gaze goes towards that left hand. And then whatever option you took on the other side, I challenge you to take that here as well. Maybe closing the eyes down and going inwards. Noticing the sensations. And inhale, we come back to center. We're going to take the legs to the outside edges of the mat, allowing the knees to drop in. If you want to take regular Shavasana, be my guest. Sending the arms out beside of you, tucking those shoulder blades. Releasing through the forehead. Unclenching your jaw. Taking the tongue off of the roof of the mouth. Slowly, we're going to reach those arms up and overhead. And we're going to come into a fetal position. Before we all push up and meet in a comfortable seat in the middle of the mat. Kind of bring your hands to heart center. The light in me honors and acknowledges that bright light inside of you. May you receive all the benefits of today's practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I like to give us a quote, and Mother Teresa says it best. Spread love wherever you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving a little bit happier. And I hope that when you leave me, you do feel happier. And my challenge to you is to attempt to spread that happiness around, because the ripple effects are real. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.